Yeah. Yeah, we're live. We are live. Okay, I'm gonna grab that charger just in case. Just in case we need it. And then there it is. Okay. I don't know if this has any. Not much battery left in this anyways, but at least so we can use it in an emergency. Or should I bring an apple? Nah. Oops, there goes my water. Down in there. There we go. There we go. Whew. Look at that either. Hello, sweet girl. Were you out there pooping? That's good. That's good. Okay, let's see how well this works. Should work for at least a little bit while as we climb higher. We should get a decent signal. So we'll see. Okay, I need to shut this back door. And we will take care of this over here too. I wish that didn't take up the whole screen. Every time my, well, at least that's working. This isn't showing that I have anybody on. And I should at least have those I have on. Oh well. Oh well. We're gonna do that. I probably should bring a pair of sunglasses, but I think we'll get in the trees and it won't be too bad. This should be actually fairly. So it's kind of they had a bunch of forest fires here years ago. Well, let's just say in the last 10 years, they've had many forest fires here. But even in the last like 3 or 4 years, they've had a few. So where we're at right now is an old, there was a burn area. Judging based upon like how everything looks, I would say it was probably 5 years ago. This is probably where the fire was at here, but they always have fires up here. So where we are actually sitting, the Missouri River is about 1.5 miles that way, and maybe a few more, maybe a little longer than that. But that is all private land down there. There's a little flat next to Upper Holter Lake, and we are going to go this way in Grant Gulch, which I'm a little confused if this is Grant Gulch going up that way. There's a sign over here for Spring Gulch. I want to hit that trail at some point too. So we're thinking about maybe staying here an extra day to hit that, but there's also a trail I want to hit a little further down. So it says the picnic area, 6 miles. My dog's a bird dog. There was a bunch of grouse that just kicked up right there. And now she finally realized. She walked right past them and didn't even notice. Nessa, come on. I hope she doesn't chase those things. Because that's private land over there. Anyways, the first campground is supposedly 5 miles. So we're going to be going up. I've never been on this trail, so I don't know. Oh, we need to start our watch. But we're going to be climbing up. It looks like, I like to say that we're up in the high country. That's what I've been telling people, that we're up in the high country. We're not. We are for this area, but we're not. And even really, we're not even for this area. So Helena, the city itself, sits at about 4,300-ish, right around where we usually do it. I'm hoping this wind does not kick up any more than like it was yesterday, but right now it's not too bad. We should be protected for a little bit. But anyways, we're sitting actually at about 4,200 feet right now. So we're gonna get up to about 5,500, I think, and then we drop back down to 4,200 again. Actually, we dropped lower than that, 4,000, I think, because we dropped down to the water level. I think this will be a really cool trail. I love this area out here. And being that you can see the interstate right there across, well, you can't see it, but there's, actually, let me see if I can zoom in for you guys. I'm already breathing hard. So there's a semi right there on the interstate. That is on the other side of the upper Holter Lake. So that interstate is probably 10-12 miles away, I would say. So I should have, I guess my reason for pointing that out, and the fact that there's Holter Lake here. Oh, you can see the ski hill. That mountain right there is the ski hill. But I should have decent cell signal, which is exciting, which is why I thought about coming back up in here, is because I knew when we got back in here, so literally, like, when we came in, because you come in from way over there, maybe a quarter mile away, had zero signal. But I knew because of it's called American Bar over here. Not bar as in a drinking establishment, but bar as in a sandbar, which is a huge flat with a lot of houses and stuff on it, which I always thought would be a cool place to live. But those places go back generations, and nobody's ever going to give them up in order to be able to buy something there. And then when they do finally, if something does hit the market, it would be so expensive because you are literally right on. It is the only private land on Holter Lake. So I'm gonna do a little running now. So I'm not sure again how well the video will stay up, but I should have signal pretty much the whole way, especially when we get down, when we crest the top up here, which should be about 1.5 miles. So this should be a fairly substantial climb up here, because I envision it probably being about like 1906 Oh, I'm gonna jump into a goalie, so I might lose you guys actually. But just kind of using this as a. Oh yeah, let's see. We're going up that. So we're gonna go up in there. So I might lose you guys actually, because this is getting pretty steep, and we are literally inside of a draw now, a gulch, as they like to call it over here. But as long as I have audio, I'll keep it going, because once we get, especially towards the top, there's nothing between us and where the cell signal should be. To provide big games. Line now. Oh, you guys got one frame. I gotta take a picture here. Wait for my other to say. Now I can go up a little bit more. I want to join my hotspot. I don't even know why I don't have hotspot on. I can't even see her. Like /run, because she is a butthead. Just run away. I wish those deer would just run away up over the top of the hill. She's doing a good job. Good job, sweet girl. She's running back to me, so that's good. Good job. That's a good girl, yeah. I think, oh, looks like my video might be coming back now. We're a little higher and we're out of this little gully where we're in. Give you guys a little view of the views I've been looking at. Way down there is where we started at. That house is actually a little past the trailhead, but it sits about, I don't know, probably 100 feet above. So we were even lower than that. But don't you do it. I can still see all the deer up there. Nessa, hey! She's starting to wander over there like a bad girl. Nessa! Good girl. Wondering what I'm doing. Looks like there's some beetle kill up here. Now they're starting to move. Oh, now you guys can see them. Hold on. There they are, right there on the side of the hill. I don't know if you guys can see them. I have a big Streamlabs sound alert thing in my way, right there. A whole bunch of elk right there. That's just crazy. Now they're heading up over the top of the hill. There's a whole bunch more of them right here too. I see them standing there. I see you guys. I can't tell if you guys can see them or not, but a whole bunch of elk. Makes me wonder how many of them there actually is, since they're so spread out. Because there's a whole bunch of them right straight in front of us. I'm gonna enter in too. I bet you there's a couple hundred of them easy in this, between these three groups really, but get up here a little higher so we can kind of see over the knob and see if okay, hold on, I gotta take a picture, guys. Hold on. But I hunt for the meat. And being outside, and it's important to, I'm guessing some milk probably peed in here because she's trying to eat grass. They're just looking at me, so they know they don't want me to get close to them, but they don't know what I am. And there's so much fresh elk poop around here. So they were down here, that's for sure. Makes me wonder if they actually wandered down by where we're at, because she woke me up in the middle of the night because she heard something outside. So I didn't know if it was like a Forest Service guy or what, which seemed odd to me that they'd be out. Oh wow, he's growing horns already. That dude right there. There's two of them that are already got their little spikies on. Got their little spikies on. I think I might have to tell one of my friends, because he's a big shed hunter, that he might want to wander out here with his dog and look for some sheds, because less than a month ago, so I would guess and say they're probably in this same area. But I know he wants to go to the big area, or not the big area, but there's an area still lots of snow. You can actually see the mountains over there. Those are the over there, those are the elk horns. I need to change my zoom again because I haven't even noticed that you guys are probably getting nauseous from. I'll go to this one. Oh, there's poop around here. I'm guessing they were peeing. For whatever reason, she likes to lick their pee. I don't get it. Oh, we are about ready to crest the saddle and see what's on the other side. You should be able to see Holter Lake, I'm hoping, as long as there's not too much trees, which you can also see up north in the vast wildlife management area out here. And see lots of branches here, and I'm like, oh, is that a shed? No, that's just a branch. That could be a shed right there, though. I'm gonna go look. I think it is. I think it is. That's a huge one, too, I think, if it's a shed. Oh, somebody was camping up here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just a marker. Would be right here. You can see the cliffs right there. That's where the river's at. So we're going to be going all the way down that. And this is called the Gates of the Mountains Canyon. Let's go over here. I want to see. I think it's just a branch, but I want to check it out and see in this kind of scruffy land here, which makes sense where the elk would be hanging out. That yeah, that's just a branch. Why they would be hanging out in here. This is where the elk like to hang out. But I'll bet you in here, there's some sheds in here. All amongst all this. And you could walk around in here, so it wouldn't be too difficult. But I'm thinking, on our way back, I'm gonna have to look at the map and see which one is higher. This is the one I was thinking of going to, but there's that peak up there too, which would be easy to get to. It is just so gorgeous up here. Well, there's definitely some snow on the trail, but hopefully she can sniff it out for us. I can see the trail down there. I think that's the trail right there, actually. So I guess we're gonna find out. This guy Coulter. It's obvious I'm gonna lose you guys now, at least until I probably get down there. But we'll keep going. It says I have 1900, and hopefully she doesn't go off chasing anything, because I would guess and say that elk we saw earlier and the deer are gonna be heading down this way into the trees. Now that we're into the trees. This is pretty cool though. This might end up being one of my favorite trails to run on in the next few couple months. Although after this first race, I'll be doing quite a bit of road miles too, but we're still gonna get some vert, because I need to. I'm trying to run, not trip, but also look around to see if I see any sheds or not. But being that we have to come back up this, there's no reason why. Oh yeah, see, whenever we're getting out of this, you can actually. So I've showed you guys the sleeping giant a few times from the top of one of the mountains. Well, guess what? See if I can see it, because I got this big thing. Right there's the nose of the sleeping giant, and then that's his chest and everything right there. That shows you how close we are. Oh, there's this hill in the way. That's why you can't see the upper Holter Lake, and you can't see lower Holter Lake, because you have to go through the gates of the mountains right here. They call it the gates of the mountains because when they were coming up the river, there's this bend. It's actually right here, and you can actually see the river right there. So it goes through and around like that, and when you come up there, it looks like the mountains are like this huge gate is opening up for you to go through. That's why they called it the gates of the mountains. Termed that by Lewis and Clark when they were out here exploring. And we are in Lewis and Clark County, by the way, just so you guys know. But you can see all the burn area out here. One of the most famous fires, which actually is what helped with forest fire. Oh, the elk are pushing off, way off in the distance up here. So we're not going to see them. They're way up there. I can see them pushing over the hill. But anyways, Man Gulch was a fire up here. I don't think that's Man Gulch. It might be Man Gulch. That might be it. There was a bunch of firefighters that dropped in there to fight one of the fires here, and ended up the fire turned around and burned back at them, and 20-some people ended up dying. Firefighters died, smoke jumpers. So that's why a lot of the wildland firefighter training and safety and all that kind of stuff is now where it is today, is because of that. It was more lackadaisical. Why are we going that way? I thought we went that way. I gotta make sure I'm on the right trail. because I see a trail going all the way over there. Okay, hold on guys, I gotta open up a different app. I'm definitely gonna have to tell my friend about this area, because he might be able to find some decent sheds here. Of course, it would do better for me to tell him if I was to find a shed. Whoa. This is actually pretty steep. Oh, yep, here's where the trail turns. So, okay, we're good. Yeah, you're good, sweet girl. She's looking at me like, why is my thing doing? I gotta figure out why this thing tilts like it does. We are side hilling a little bit. We're not side hilling that much. That gimbal is tilting for whatever reason. I don't get it. Primarily accessed by boat. There's boating docks there. You take off from the little marina, pier, whatever. There's a boat launch over here on the upper, and then there's quite a few of them over on the lower halter, and then people will boat up there and either camp or have a picnic or whatever. Of course, you can